Hello everyone, my name is Lewis. Welcome back to the channel. I hope I find you all in good health. Today I'm going to try something a little different and introduce a new series to go alongside the Vinyl Smorgasbord and Jazz Carousel episodes. I haven't thought of a title for it yet, but basically what it is, I have a number of compilation albums which I think you might be interested in seeing. So yeah, I thought I'd try a new type of episode where they're far shorter in length. They only deal with one compilation at a time. I will talk briefly about it and my feelings, and again the recommended tracks, and let's just see what you think of it, see if you enjoy this particular format. What I'm conscious of is making my videos a bit too long for your taste, so I'm going to try something a little different and mix it up just to keep you entertained. Yeah, after all, I'm here to, yeah, provide some kind of insight into my collection, but also to try and entertain you at the same time. I don't want it to be a boring experience. So today we're going to start off with a 2001 release on the Low Recordings label, and it's a compilation entitled Barry 7's Connectors. Okay, there we go. Isn't that an absolutely lovely cover? But we'll get onto that in just a moment. This particular compilation was compiled and conceived by a gentleman called Barry Smith, otherwise known as Barry 7, and he is a former member of an avant-garde, well, not avant-garde, but avant electro pop outfit, Add N to X, and he's a lover of obscure library music. Now, the tracks featured on this compilation were sourced from three different music libraries, and they are Chapel, Southern, and PIL, respectively. Now, back to the cover. Not only, I think, in terms of my own personal collection, but I just think out there, nearly full stop, this is one of the most iconic, beautiful, and interesting album cover arts I've seen in my experience. I absolutely adore this one. And the gentlemen who are responsible for the design of this album cover are Eckhorn and Foss of the non-format design team. So have a look for them on Google, search them. They're still about. They do some very interesting work across all media platforms. So thumbs up to you, gentlemen. In fact, more than a thumbs up, an actual salute. You did an absolutely superb job on this album cover. Um, so back to the actual music on this particular compilation. Now, for me, it's a tale of two halves. Now, if you've seen quite a few of my previous episodes, you normally know, well, you've come to understand that when I say two halves, that usually means that I like one side and absolutely, detest the other. There's no difference here. Now, quite a few of the tracks on here, at least half of the tracks on here, have a feel of or a sound which is reminiscent of that kind of retro futuristic out of space other dimensional electronica. Now I've got to be honest, when I revisited this album and had a listen through some of those tracks again, they basically fractured my mind. I just couldn't handle them. I didn't know how to interpret them, what to do with them. Certainly couldn't dance to them, so I'm just going to try and file away the experience. It wasn't for me, but it might just be for you. Thankfully, there are also a number of outstanding tracks which have genuinely helped me to develop my own musical taste, um, and really opened my ears to what's out there. And these are the more melodic library tracks on here. And yeah, I'm super glad to have this album. Um, if you are interested in this album and you have heard it on one of the streaming sites, you might still be able to get it on CD. Vinyl, it's been out of print for some time, so secondhand you might be able to find it. Now, those who do own this album will be reluctant to give it up. So, if you do find a copy for sale, be prepared to spend a bit of money on it, if you do like it, that is. So, I certainly say have a good listen to it beforehand. Now, if there is enough of you who do like this album and missed out on it the first time round, I would say, there's no harm in dropping an email to Low Recordings expressing an interest in the vinyl version. Now, of course, if there's enough of you, they are business people, and if there is enough of you, they might consider a repressing of this particular album on vinyl. But yeah, numbers speak for themselves. The tracks that I would recommend from this compilation are Dawn Mist by Stringtronic, Solar Flares by Sven Lieback, um, uh, Mobile by Tori Zito, and Merry Go Round by Gary Bellington. Really good tracks there, super enjoyable in my opinion. So, as I said, check it out on one of the streaming sites, see if it's for you. Um, as I said, it's a 2001 release, so finding on either format is probably going to be a bit hard to find, but certainly CDs should be easier. Vinyl, as I said, be prepared to spend some money to get hold of it if you truly do love it. Um, yeah, it's got a place in my collection. I can't imagine giving it up for whatever reason. Yeah, I really do like it. It's been an eye opener. So, as I said, I'm only going to talk about one album in this particular episode. So, thank you for your time. It's been an absolute joy once again. Like I said, if you do like the format, the shortened format with just one album, please consider dropping a comment down below. Please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. And based on what you say in the comments, you may see another episode of this particular one, this untitled episode of just one compilation on its own. But I will continue with the Jazz Carousel and the Vinyl Smorgasbord episodes, so don't worry about that. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I will see you for the next episode. Bye bye.